Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in the previous video, that is part 1 of the Negotiable Instrument Act, we have already discussed the important definitions under the chapter 2, that is from section 4 to 10. And before going to the next important sections, I need to say one thing about the UGC NET is that the UGC NET examination is always not about testing your conceptual clarity, but to an extent it is a memory based examination. So the exam checks how effectively you can remember legal provisions, sections, numbers, and short titles as a law teacher. So even if you are not able to study every provision in complete depth, at least remember each section, and you should immediately remember this section deals with this. So sometimes simply memorizing these sections, headings, and keywords can help you to score marks in this UGC NET examination. Therefore, uh, let's do a quick recap of the previous session. It is section 4 is about the promissory note, section 5 is about the bill of exchange, section 6 is about check, section 7 defines drawer, drawee in case of need, then acceptor, acceptor for honor, payee. Section 8 is about holder, section 9 is holder in due course, and section 10 is payment in due course. So these are the very important definitions under the chapter 2. The other definitions are given as a continuation. Let's look into that. Section 11 is about the inland instrument. It says that a promissory note, bill of exchange, or a check which is drawn or made in India or made payable in India or at least drawn upon any person resident in India, then it will be deemed to be inland instrument. And section 12 says that if the instrument is not so drawn as it is mentioned in the inland instrument, then it is said to be the foreign instrument. So very simple. 11, 12. Then section 13 is about negotiable instrument. It says that a promissory note, bill of exchange, and check payable either to order or to bearer, that instrument is said to be negotiable instrument. And it is also said that negotiable instrument may be payable to two or more payees jointly also. Also, it is said that in case there are two or several payees, in alternative it can be paid to one of that two payees or one of that several payees. Okay, it is so simple. Then section 14 is negotiation. So it says that when a promissory note, bill of exchange, or check is transferred to any person so as to constitute that person the holder thereof, the instrument is said to be negotiated. So negotiation is nothing but the transfer. Okay, so by the transfer of the instrument, the person is made as a person is made as a holder, then that is said to be negotiated. Okay, then next section 15 is about endorsement. So it is said, it is stated in the bar act that in case there is a negotiable instrument, for instance, take it as a check, the maker of the check will sign his signature in this place. So he is the maker. Apart from being a maker, if the that person or the person who is holding the instrument signs at the back of this check, then this signature, making of this signature is said to be the endorsement. So now let's read the Barrett words. When the maker or holder of a negotiable instrument signs the same otherwise than as such maker, not in the capacity of a maker. Okay, so for the purpose of negotiation, that is for the purpose of further transferring it to some other person, on the back or on the face thereof, or on a slip of paper annexed thereto. So even if it is not made in this instrument, by adding a paper they can make their signature or so signs for the same purpose a stamped paper intended to be completed as a negotiable instrument. He is said to endorse the same, and that person who made his signature is called the endorser, and in whose favor it is made, that person is called as the endorsee. Okay, this is what you need to understand from the section 15. So this endorsement is always used synonymous to the word endorsement. Both have the same meaning. Okay, then this endorsement is of two types, that is provided under section 16: endorsement in blank and endorsement in full. So if the endorser, that is the person who makes the signature, signs his name only and he didn't fill anything like please I'm transferring this to be like that, no wordings are there, just signature is there, means that endorsement is said to be the in blank. And if he adds a direction to pay the amount mentioned in the instrument to or to order of a specified person, like pay to B, like that, if there is a direction, that endorsement is said to be in full. Okay, so in favor of whom that is made, that person is called as the endorsee. This is what you need to understand. Then moving to the next section. Section 17 is about the ambiguous instrument. So ambiguous instrument means because of the ambiguity in the instrument, it is very difficult to decide the instrument to be a promissory note or bill of exchange. So in that circumstances, the holder will have the right to decide whether it is promissory note or bill of exchange. And if the holder decide it to be the promissory note, it has to be treated accordingly. If we decide it to be a bill of exchange, it has to be treated as a bill of exchange. Okay, that is what provided under section 17. And section 18, very interesting thing, it says that if there is a negotiable instrument and amount is specified there, but differently both in figures and words. For example, in figures it is stated as 10,000 rupees, but in words it is defined, it is stated as 20,000 rupees. Now, which will prevail is the amount which is stated in the words will prevail, because the amount stated in the figure is very easy for alteration. So, in order to prevent the fraud, this section is incorporated, and it says that the amount which is stated in the words that should be undertaken or ordered to be paid. Then section 19, it says that if a promissory note or bill of exchange in which there is no time for payment is specified, then that instrument has to be deemed to be a instrument payable on demand. That is, on demand means when it is asked for. And apart from promissory note and bill of exchange, check is always an instrument which is payable on demand. Okay. Then section 20 is about the inchoate stamped instrument. Inchoate is nothing but the incomplete. Okay. So for example, in case I have given my check to B only by making my signature, this instrument said to be incomplete stamped instrument. Okay. So in such circumstances, the B, the holder of check, now will have all the rights to fill the check. He can put anybody's name on the check, or he can put any amount on the check. If he puts some amount on the check, whether I, the maker of the check, is liable for paying such amount, the section 20 says that the person so signing shall be liable upon such instrument. That is what provided under the section 20. Then section 21 is about meaning for the word at sight and on presentment. So both these words have the meaning on demand. Like if the bill of exchange is presented, it has to pay immediately. It has to be paid immediately. That is the meaning of at sight and on presentment. Whereas after sight means it will be mentioned like 30 days after sight. That means when it is presented, from that we'll have a 30 days time for payment. Okay, that is what after sight. So in promissory note, it means after presentment we'll have 30 days. In bill of exchange, it means 30 days after acceptance, or 30 days from the noting, like that it will work. Okay. Then section 22 is about maturity. It says that The maturity means is the date at which it falls due. That date is said to be the maturity date. And the dates of grace, every promissory note or bill of exchange which is not expressed to be payable on demand, at sight, or on presentment is at maturity on the third day after the day on which it was expressed to be payable. So we have the 3 days grace period. Okay, that is said to be the days of grace. So thank you for watching the video. In the next part, we'll be covering other important provisions which may be coming as a question in the UGC NET. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.